For years, Amal and George Clooney represented the epitome of elegance, intellect, and power. She, an international human rights lawyer with grace and brilliance. He, a legendary actor-turned-philanthropist with timeless charm. Together, they created an image that felt almost untouchable, a perfect couple that transcended Hollywood cliché. But recent events have brought that glossy image crashing down. The public was blindsided when whispers began circulating about George Clooney's sudden hospitalization, closely followed by a more devastating allegation: claims of infidelity. For a man known for his carefully curated privacy and clean-cut public persona, these rumors were nothing short of explosive. Even more shocking was Amal Clooney's response. She reportedly walked out, leaving George hospitalized and alone. It started subtly, with George Clooney noticeably absent from public events and red carpet appearances. Then came insider reports that the actor had been rushed to a private medical facility in Lake Como, where the couple owns a villa. Details about his condition were initially vague, sparking theories ranging from physical exhaustion to stress-induced complications. But the truth, or at least the version sources close to the couple are leaking, is far more complex and painful. Sources claim that the hospital visit wasn't just about George's physical health, but rather a culmination of emotional distress, marital breakdown, and the unbearable weight of a crumbling facade. According to one insider, George has been under unimaginable pressure, and when the truth about the infidelity started circulating, it pushed everything over the edge. For someone like Amal Clooney, fiercely intelligent, composed, and deeply committed to her family, the alleged infidelity wasn't just personal, it was a public wound. While the identity of the supposed third party remains under wraps, what's becoming clear is that the trust between George and Amal has been severely damaged. Reports suggest that Amal had long been noticing signs of disconnection. Long, unexplained absences, emotional distance, and increasingly heated arguments behind closed doors. What began as suspicion eventually transformed into confrontation. And when George reportedly confessed, Amal didn't just step away emotionally, she physically left. Multiple witnesses confirmed seeing Amal leaving their shared home in London carrying suitcases, her face strained and solemn, refusing to answer questions from waiting reporters. She was later seen checking into a hotel known for its discretion and security, an obvious attempt to find solitude away from the media circus spiraling around her family. This public unraveling of one of Hollywood's most revered marriages has left fans reeling. For years, George Clooney had spoken publicly about how Amal changed his life, how she brought purpose, depth, and love into a world he once saw as superficial. He often described her as the reason he finally settled down, gave up bachelorhood, and embraced fatherhood. But beneath those heartfelt interviews and adoring gazes on red carpets, it appears the foundation was more fragile than anyone realized. Some insiders speculate that George's struggle to adapt to the responsibilities of long-term marriage and fatherhood may have triggered old habits and temptations. Though the details remain murky, the emotional fallout has been devastating and public. The most heartbreaking element of this story may be the impact on their children. The couple shares twins, Ella and Alexander, and while both Amal and George have fiercely protected their kids from media attention, this crisis is now impossible to shield them from completely. Reports suggest Amal is currently seeking temporary custody arrangements, possibly signaling that a formal separation is underway. Friends of the couple say Amal has shifted entirely into mother mode, focusing on her children while working through her own emotions privately. Meanwhile, George's hospitalization has only fueled concerns about his ability to cope with the consequences of his alleged actions. He is reportedly receiving not only medical care but also emotional support to manage the whirlwind surrounding him. Beyond the emotional drama, this scandal may have long-term implications for George Clooney's legacy. His reputation as a charming, grounded, and socially conscious figure now stands in stark contrast to the man at the center of this alleged betrayal. While no official statements have been made from George or his representatives, crisis PR teams are reportedly in overdrive behind the scenes. Whether he will attempt a public apology, take time off, or remain silent remains to be seen. What is clear is that his personal life has now bled into his public persona, and recovering from this will require more than charm and wit. As this deeply personal and dramatic story continues to unfold, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. You won't want to miss the next update. There are still so many unanswered questions, and new revelations could be just around the corner. Thanks for staying with us through this emotional rollercoaster. If you're as invested in the Clooneys' journey as we are, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Was this inevitable? Can their marriage survive? Or is this the closing chapter of a once celebrated love story?